Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be doing a review on the Sedona Lace brush kit. Now this is going to be the first review I've ever done on my channel, so bear with me. I'm new to this, but I'm just going to be giving you my honest opinion of everything that I have bought. Let me just start off by telling you that this review is not sponsored. Sedona Lace did not contact me to make a review on this brush set, so everything that I'm telling you is my honest opinion of how I feel about these brushes. Okay, so on Black Friday, I bought the Sedona Lace Vortex brush kit, and then since it only came up to $40 and $50 was free shipping, I also bought the Sedona Lace contour and blush palette. So I had two different experiences when it comes to shipping and customer service. Now, customer service was great. They would get back to me every single time that I would either email them or tweet them, and they would respond to any of my questions. When it came to shipping, I did not receive my brushes until 3 weeks later, and I did not receive my brush holder until 2 days ago, and that was 2 months basically. So I feel like that was kind of unprofessional because you should be prepared for how many people are going to buy on Black Friday. I mean, it is Black Friday. So the shipping, horrible. Customer service was good. Okay, so this is the Sedona Lace blush and contour palette that I had bought, and I really like the colors. They're super pigmented. I use these two for my blushes, obviously, and let me show you. They come off like really, really bright, so they're perfect. I don't even need to use a big swatch. I feel like I'll have these for a while though, because that's how pigmented they are. I don't even need to use a lot. I just use a little bit and it comes off great. This one I like to use as my highlight color. Honestly, I love this highlighter better than all the other highlighters I have bought anywhere else, because it does give me that matte highlight. It doesn't have a shine to it, which I really like. I use this color as my contour and I really like it as well. I haven't used these top two yet, but I figured maybe I can always use them as an eyeshadow. Okay, so the brushes I got came inside a little black pouch, and it also came with a pamphlet as well. This pamphlet explains all the brushes that they have. So I'm just going to go through each of the brushes for you so you guys can see how they are, and I'll also do a close-up so you can see exactly how they look. Okay, so this is the first brush. Now, it came with this plastic covering on it, and I like that it came with the covering because it keeps it in place. Like, for instance, if I want it to look like this shape, after I wash it, it's going to look like this shape. But the only thing that I don't like about it is, normally I would like to push this up to take it off, and then push it back in so that way the fan bristles don't come out. But the only way I can take it off is if I do like that. And when I do that, that causes these little hairs to come, and after a while they're gonna spread out, and I realize that. So I don't know how I feel about that. But I do like this brush right here. This brush right here is the FB01, and it really comes off great for contouring and highlighting. It's super soft, and actually it's pretty thick when you look at it compared to other fan brushes that I have. It is like it's really thick. I haven't had any problems with shedding at all from this brush, which is great. Also, they tell you to keep the plastic on it when you're not using the brush, so I feel like its quality is going to go down after a while just because of the way you have to take it on and off. Okay, so the next brush right here is the Tulip contour, and it's the FB03. Now, it's supposed to be tulip shaped so that you can easily contour where you need to, like for instance on your jawline. I really like this brush right here because it really gets into my cheekbones for contouring. I like to apply it right along here, and it just blends it out great. I also have not received any problems with shedding from this brush at all, so it's great. Now this brush right here, I have a lot to say about. This is the Dome Contour brush, so it's the FB05. This brush right here is supposed to be for buffing in your contouring. So for instance, if I'm applying a highlight or contouring, it's supposed to help it by buffing it in right here. The only problem is this brush is horrible with shedding. Like, it is the worst brush I've ever received when it's come to shedding. Whenever I use this, I always have to pick off little pieces of hair. I would not recommend buying this individually. It's not worth it at all. This brush seriously sucks. Okay, so the next brush I'm going to be talking to you about is the Flat Top Buffer, and it is FB07. Now, this brush is good for applying blush, and the reason why I say it's only good for applying blush is because it's not dense at all. I need my foundation brush to be dense. Like, in other words, this is from Sigma, and this brush is not going anywhere. You see how when I put my hand in there, it's not going anywhere. It gives it that firmness that you need to apply your foundation. This brush right here, if I put it in there, look at that, it's already like flaring out. So in other words, it doesn't do anything when it comes to putting in foundation. This brush is great for powdered blush, but it's not good for any liquid foundation at all. And you know, it may actually work for powder foundation, but I haven't used it on powder foundation. It's horrible with foundation for liquid. For instance, if I'm putting it on, I actually have to hold the bristles like this and then apply it. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the brushes that I use for the eyes, and these are 8 different ones, and then there's also one that I use for the lip as well. So I'm just going to get into them and review each one so you can see how they are. I also want to say that I've had probably no problems when it comes to their eye brushes. Now, face brushes are a different story, but their eye brushes are amazing and I do like them. Okay, so this is a universal blender, and this brush is supposed to be used universally, so you can put it anywhere and it will achieve the look that you're looking for. So you can apply it into your crease if you want. You can apply it if you put it on the side and you pack in your eye color, and it'll come out great. So I really do like this brush. I use this mostly for my crease, and I have had no problems with shedding, and it's really great for blending out your colors. Like, this brush I like a lot. Okay, so the next brush is the flat synthetic, and this is the EB11. Now, I love this brush because it's really great for packing on colors. So all the color that I want on my lid, it comes on great. Like, it will give me that precise color that I'm looking for. It's also great for those creamy eyeshadows that you use. Like, for instance, I use those Maybelline color tattoos, and I like to use this because it gives me a more precise look than using my fingers. So this right here is a synthetic brush, and it's the EB13, and I really like to use this brush for my crease. So I'll apply eyeshadow into the crease, and it works really great for packing on that color right into the crease. And at the same time, you can always blend it out with this brush, and it works amazing. So this brush right here is the EB15, and I really like, honestly, this is my favorite when it comes to applying eyeshadow into the crease, because it gives me that precise line that I'm looking for. So for instance, if I'm looking to do a crease cut, this brush works amazing for getting right into the corners of the eyes. You would not use this brush for blending out because it helps you put the colors exactly where you want it, right into the corner of your eye. So when I'm applying it, I'll apply it right along here, and it gives me just that look that I'm looking for. Also, if my brushes look a little dirty, I'm sorry. I did not wash them before this video, so that's the reason why. Now this is the EB17, and this is what they call the Brow Spoolie Duo, and I really like this brush because on either side it has, on one side it has the spoolie, on the other side it has a really dense brow brush. So if you're looking to apply eyeshadow to your eyebrow, then this is really great because it's so dense that it'll make sure to get all of the eyeshadow that you want in there. Also, I like the spoolie because it's a little bit angled, so if I wanted to work at an angle, it works perfect. So this right here is the EB19, and it's the bent liner brush. Now, I personally have not used this brush yet, but I really know what it's about, and I honestly don't use brushes like this to apply my liner. I used to, but I just, for some reason, it's harder for me to apply it when it's bent. It's made for easy application, so you can apply your eyeliner with it, but for me, for some reason, I really just can't use this brush when it comes to eyeliner. I've even tried one from Sonia Kashuk, but I have a hard time using this type of brush. But I mean, it's probably good. It looks just like the one from Sonia Kashuk, and so you'll probably have no problems using this. Okay, so this brush is the Detailed Shader, and it is EB21. I really like this brush because I can get right underneath my eyes and put the eyeshadow on there, and this is great because it's much better than when you're using something like this, which is really hard to get underneath your eye without putting it like all over your face. And on top of it, it's really dense, so you're really gonna get that eye color that you want underneath your eyes without having to apply so much eyeshadow. Okay, so this right here is the Angled Detail, and it's an EB23. I really like this brush when it comes to applying my eyeliner because it's angled, and at the same time I'm able to get where I want without having to worry about that, you know, the other one. For instance, this one for me works so much better. It already has that shape that I want, and it helps me do the cat eyes that I'm looking for. But I really want to learn how to use this one, but for now this one works great for using it for the eyeliner. Okay, so lastly, this is the Cat Lip Brush. Now it opens up, you're supposed to be able to put it on this side, and I have no problems, it really does stay on. One of the girls on YouTube was saying that hers didn't stay on, but mine I have no problems with it staying on. So it's the Cat Lip Brush, and this is great because my son actually got into a couple of my MAC lipsticks, and they are like smushed into the cap. So now I have to apply it with the lip brush, and this is perfect. It really does apply the lipstick how you want it, and at the same time it's not rough at all, so it's not like it's gonna bother your lips. And this right here is also the brush belt. So it comes in a zippered pouch and it also has the belt attached to it. And you unzipper it. And inside is where you would place all of your brushes. I really like this because you can attach it to the other side as a belt, and if you are a freelance makeup artist, this is a great place to hold your brushes, and you can also attach it to your side and work from there. So I do like this. It's very sturdy. I feel like I wouldn't have no problem traveling with this, and this is great for traveling because you keep your brushes safe. Okay, so that is all for the brush set as well as the contour and blush palette. I would give Sedona Lace an 8 out of 10. And that's because I absolutely loved the eye brushes. They were amazing, but when it came to the face brushes, I felt like they fell short and the shedding was horrible. If you're buying it for the eye brushes, then definitely get it. I would recommend it, especially if you're a beginner. So if you guys have any more questions about what I reviewed, or if you'd like to hear any more reviews from me, then just let me know in the comment box below. I really do like doing these reviews, so I wouldn't mind doing something else if you guys are interested in hearing anything else. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.